Hi, welcome to the New You Self-Care Podcast. My name is Bertina, and I'm the owner of a New You Self-Care Wellness Center. Today, we're going to talk about Reiki. Reiki is something that has come up in a lot of my discussions and classes lately, especially with the idea of alternative healing, or what I like to say, complementary healing to Western medicine. So a lot of people aren't familiar with this Eastern technique of relaxation. So I thought I would take some time to explain about it. If you'd like to know more about it, you can learn more on my website at anewuselfcare.com. And if you click on online classes, it will show you the online self-paced classes that I have on different aspects of Reiki. There's animal, spiritual, kundalini, angel, all of the different kinds, including the traditional Usui Reiki, which is what I am trained in. I am an Usui Reiki Master, and I teach these classes online, and then we do Zoom as well, and hopefully we'll be back to in-person soon. So let's talk first about what is Reiki. Reiki is spelled R-E-I-K-I. So let's break that down. R-E-I means universal. K-I means life force. This universal life force is given freely to us. It comes with us when we take our first breath, and then it leaves with us when we take our last breath. It is basically the essence of your soul. We have this. It goes freely amongst us. And if people are like, well, if it's free, then why do you have to take a class on it? Well, it's mostly just learning the history and learning the sacredness and learning all about what you can do with Reiki and what you can do to help with yourself, help with self-care and relaxation. But it also helps you to learn how to help clients. So my classes a lot of times include self Reiki and then distant Reiki to help the world, and then working with clients. So with being attuned, we learn how to direct it to ourselves and others. Now, if you noticed, you might would have heard the word ki, K-I, before. That's also spelled Q-I, and it's also sometimes pronounced chi, like Tai Chi or prana. And so Reiki, Tai Chi, prana, yoga, meditation, all of those work with this energy. And now this energy was founded in ancient Eastern civilizations. They used it with their medicines to help heal people. Now we have to be very careful. We are not doctors, so we cannot say we heal. And how I try to explain to my students is that it's a Japanese relaxation technique that allows the body to relax enough to allow the immune system to do what it can, to help get rid of toxins, to help work. Because if we're stressed all the time, our body can't function properly. If we are stressed, then we can't really focus on healing ourselves. And our mind is very powerful, and we know that. And the energy that is in our body is very powerful as that. So it just kind of, to me, stimulates the natural healing ability that we have as it is. So I never say I'm healing anyone. I believe that it is a meditation technique that allows the body to do as much as it can, along with complementary Western medicine. So with that, this was a technique that was taught from the beginning of time. Unfortunately, as other civilizations invaded, particularly India, China, Japan, a lot of this was lost. It's just like with yoga. The prana that you breathe in during yoga, the pranayama, the energy is the same thing as the ki and Reiki. It's the same thing as Tai Chi. Feng Shui uses that energy. So does acupuncture, massage, meditation, karate. That's all the same. So what happened is all of these things that I just mentioned to you were forbidden in these cultures. So what that means is that they were lost in time, and you weren't allowed to practice them. You weren't allowed to write down about them. And then throughout time, you began to have people pass them down verbally, just orally through stories and words and hidden practices until they could practice again. That's how come whenever we talk about Dr. Usui finding Reiki, to me, he actually just rediscovered it. It was something that was lost. It was something that he used a lot in his personal life. Now, Dr. Usui was Japanese. He was a Japanese Buddhist, and he went and traveled to a Zen monastery. He studied Sanskrit. He studied the Yoga Sutras. If you are a yoga student, you should know about the Yoga Sutras. And he worked in meditation. And he was also a doctor. And this is the thing, he was searching for something more. And many times in life, we do begin to search for something more. So he went up to Mount Karuna and did a 21-day fast. And he asked for the secret to help him find how to help other people. So one day, the story says that light entered his third eye. He found the key. He experienced the 4 miracles that we talk about in class. And that throughout time, he passed these down to the Grand Masters and Masters as today, as I'm a master teacher, and I pass it down to my students. But the thing is, though, with Reiki, as he said, it's something that we pass through us. It comes from the universe. It comes from what higher power, whatever you want to name that, is what Reiki is, where it comes from. So it's energy that comes through us, and a lot of times it comes through our hands. As you begin to be more advanced, you can use your breath, you can use your eyes, but it is from the universe through us. It never depletes us, it never makes us tired, and it can never run out. Reiki knows where to go to and where people need the extra energy. And they also know where we block our energy. Every day we do things that block our energy, from a poor diet to lack of exercise, lack of sleep, just breathing in the toxins that we have, the food that we eat. And the belief is being aware of this blockage and then being aware of our energy allows us to unlock our natural abilities to help ourselves. The belief also is that Reiki balances your mind, body, and soul. So if your body, if you are trying to get enough sleep, if you're eating right, if you're not smoking or drinking, if you are not doing drugs, if you're trying to live a de-stressed life by meditating or doing yoga, that body will allow your mind to be more pure. It will be more powerful. And in turn, that mind will help your body become more stronger. And both will help you spiritually. Reiki's not a religion, but it is spiritual in nature. It's just like yoga is not a physical activity. The original yoga is a spiritual practice. So what happens is your mind, your body, and your spirit, your soul begins to balance. And with that, we can share it with other people. We can share it with ourselves. In Reiki Level One, we learn how to do self-healing. I talked to you about scanning your body, learning about your chakras, learning about your habits. Do you meditate every morning? Do you do self-Reiki in the morning? Do you cleanse yourself in the evening? Do you do Reiki in the evening on yourself? That is a lot of Reiki One. Reiki One certification also goes into distant Reiki, which is sending Reiki to other people, because we have to be selfless. To be a Reiki practitioner, a Reiki student, a Reiki master, we have to put others first. So that means helping heal the world in whatever way is needed, even, not putting ourselves first. So for instance, sending energy out to the world for peace, sending energy to someone that we love using what's called a Reiki box, sending Reiki to someone via a Reiki ball or Chi ball. Those are all things that we learn in the first couple levels. The second level is using Reiki. I'm sorry, I messed up. Distant Reiki is also in level 2. I'm sorry. Reiki 1 is learning how to help other people like friends and family, but not as a client situation. So let's back up. Reiki 1, self-healing and helping heal others around you. Helping relax, helping you learn meditation, learn your blockages, allow yourself to relax in order for your body to work as it should. Reiki 2 is distant, where we send energy Reiki out to the world, out to animals, out to plants, out to trees, out to the environment, out to situations that are beyond our control, and then also began to work with clients. In the next podcast, we'll talk about what a Reiki session looks like and how else we can use it. But Reiki Level One is really important to help you know who you are. We work with essential oils, we work with candles, if you like crystals, anything like that can be incorporated into your self Reiki sessions. Client sessions, the same. I have a class called Spiritual Reiki where we add things such as advanced chakras, advanced aura work, past life regressions through Reiki sessions, crystals, aromatherapy, tarot cards, oracle cards, affirmation cards, whatever it is that you want to use. And all of this is just aspects of Reiki. So if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to email me at anewyouselfcare@gmail.com. Visit my website at anewyouselfcare.com and click on online classes, or just message me in general. But the thing is, though, you have to, in conclusion, you need to think about Reiki as being something that we all have access to. We all have seen it every day. Think about when you were a child and you fell and you got a scrape on your knee and your mom kissed it, your boo-boo better. That is the energy passed on from the mother to the child. That is Reiki. And all the Reiki certification classes do is to help you learn more about where it came from and how to channel it to the person that needs it and how to be ethical. So I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this small little discussion on Reiki. And if you tune in next, we are going to talk about what a Reiki session looks like and what you can use Reiki for. And then we'll go through a few other things. So I hope you stick around for my next podcast. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.